What's up, guys? Nomad here. I'm with my boy Jerry. We're here on the ranch.
What's up, guys?
We've got the fence welded up here, as you can see. I got it all cut. Jerry got it all welded up. We've got it laid out. And then we've got our wire laid out here, and Jerry's going to go over the basics of what we're about to do here.
So the concept really is, you got these ties, get it close up here. You got these ties around each one of these right here like this. What we're looking for is we need to clip these off 6 down and all the way across. That way we get just this the run sticking out.
So we can wrap them around this pole and
so
pull
we
it
can wrap
tight.
around the pole. So I'll show you exactly how to clip them off.
As you can see, we have the wire. We got 200-foot wire laid out here all the way to the end down there.
But you see, you want to get your snips, and what you want to do is you want to stick it right in the corner. But you have to be careful because you cannot cut this. This is what we use to tie around the pole. So you get it and you snip it. Just like that, bam. All the way up. It's not as easy as you would think either. Just like that. That's what you're looking for. See that right there? This right here is what you wrap around the pole.
And we'll do that all the way across 6
You would
feet.
wrap it around the pole and then you would tie it to itself, but we'll get to that later. All right, guys, we got all the ties clipped off, and this is the end result of what we're looking for right here. See how they're sticking up like that? Because it did look like that, but we clipped them off to look like this. And this is what we wrap around the pole. So,
All right, guys, so yeah, we've got those cut now, and we want to pull the wire over to the base of the fence poles, like so, like Jerry's doing here.
you have to do it all the way down. And the reason we're doing this is because we got to tie this bottom wire around the pole over there where you start, and then we got to stand it up, and we'll get to that here in a moment.
All right, we've got it pulled to the fence base. Jerry is wrapping the bottom wrap.
And why I'm wrapping this bottom wrap is because we have to get it tied here. That way it'll stay close to the fence, and then we're gonna pull the whole fence up, and I'll show you once we get there.
So we got a few ties holding it up loosely. That way we can dig out the bottom here with a pickaxe to get it fitting even along the bottom. And then we can tie the first runs around that pole. All right, guys, so we had the fence put up against the post loosely so it hangs. And we can then tie these up on the end post here tightly like Jerry's doing now. And how it works, we wrap these around here and put them under, and then Jerry wraps them like so. I'm gonna pull them up and over, and then he's gonna tie them up tight. And we've got most of them done here.
Let me see it real quick. But the trick is, you want to keep this right here straight as you can possibly down the pole. You know, the wires, some wires are just bent like this right here, but you want to keep it straight down the pole. That way when you stretch it, all the squares, they'll be perfectly straight all the way down.
See, and then from here we'll move down to that end, guys, and we'll pull tight. We'll get down there in a moment and show you. And then that will pull this in tight. All right, guys, so we got these up and straight here, tied tight. We're gonna move on down to that end and use our come-alongs to pull the fence tight.
But as we go down, we're gonna tie it up loosely as we did here. So the whole fence will be standing up, and then we're gonna get our come-alongs down there, and we're gonna hook them up and stretch, and we'll get to that and we'll show y'all.
Yeah, here we are at the other end of the fence, guys.
We had to clip off at least 3 of these to get some of these to stick out. You know how we did it down there, same kind of thing. But what we're gonna do now is we're gonna hook the come-alongs up to right here to stretch it to that pole there. And
That way we can pull it tight and get the fence tight.
and we'll show you that here in a moment. Let us get it set up and we'll get back to you. All right, so what we're doing is we got our come-alongs up. We stretched, we got the top and the bottom. You have to do the top and the bottom. That way you can get them even on the pole. The whole thing is you want the top to be right here in the center, and you want the bottom to be right there in the center. And as I'm clipping these back right here, these are the ones that we're like, I'm clipping six back all the way down. And these ones here are gonna be the ones that we tie around the pole once we stretch it. And I'll show you that in a minute because we gotta hook the third come along up to stretch it.
And get it pulled tight.
To get it pulled tight. As you're cutting these, you have to get right in the center, like right in the corner. And be sure not to cut this right here, because if you cut that right there, that's gonna screw your whole pull up. You're not gonna have anything to wrap around the pole. So you have to be very careful. And it's not as easy as it looks. All right, guys, this is the end result. After we got the come-alongs and everything, we had them tightened. We clipped all those out, these right here, and then we wrapped and we tied them. But what you do is you have to have a come-along. You got to have 3 come-alongs, one at the top, one at the bottom. They stay there stretched. And then you got your third one. And that third one is you grab it, you pull right here, and then you'll be able to tie this one. And then you drop it, you come along it, and you'll be able to tie that one. You just got to keep dropping it one at a time, and it straightens, and it just keeps the fence perfectly straight, like this right here.
And then we
you
pulled it tight.
And that's the end result right here.
We have them all along the top pulled tight. And then the last part will be, we'll go through and we'll pull them tight along here, pull a tie around it, and there's your fence.